Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm alright. Why are you playing with your hair?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. You're just putting it up?
Yep.
Oh.
I wanted to follow up on the last week, so thank you for calling the clinic. I wanted to clarify the statement about that I was supposed to go on vacation. I was not mentioning or was going on any vacations. Where is this coming from?
You did. You mentioned it like the previous week that you were gonna take off. But then you never said you were. But I had made plans to fix my washing machine.
Hmm.
So I couldn't
No,
really
I
make them.
was not going anywhere. Are you sure we were not talking about vacations in general? Because usually when I'm going on vacations, I
No,
don't
you
go.
told me that. You told me that you were gonna take off. I'm not sure if you called it vacation, but you said you were gonna take off like the week after the next week. I remembered that. Maybe you had
Well,
just been considering it at
the
that
only
point.
off I usually discuss is either when I'm going away, so it affects people, and I will, schedule or give the heads up,
Yeah, you
or
did. You
if
did say
I'm
that you were going away or something.
no.
I'm not
But
sure
the
where
thing
you were
is,
going.
I was not going away. That's the thing. Like I was working.
But I remember you mentioning it. I'm pretty sure you mentioned it. Like I wouldn't have just made it up.
I mean, if you think of something, and since we're meeting the clinic, you have the access. You got the clinic's number. Please confirm it, because that is still considered as an absence, as I never mentioned going away. Like I would go away if I'm. It doesn't make sense at all. If I'm going away, I would tell people that I'm going away. If I'm not going away, why
Yeah,
would I
you
say
told me that, but then you I don't know, maybe it was like miscommunication. Maybe it was in regards to like just us and our community, like our sessions. You maybe we were having like a issue with you
maybe
wanted
we
me to
were
do
talking
something
about like
else.
going away in general or like plans for the weekend something for sure. But if it's affecting specifically you, I would make sure and I would repeat it. And this is not just going to be mentioned. It's going to be something that is
Okay,
affecting.
I had made plans anyway to fix my washer because it was leaking and I needed help doing that. So I had made plans doing that and I found that like very important because I can't like I don't want to like be smelly and I fixed the washer. I did actually fix it,
Okay,
so
okay.
I'm
But
sorry I had to miss a session, but I thought you were going to be missing like I thought I was going to be missing it anyway that Wednesday, so I had just made that plan that Wednesday because I thought I was going to be missing it anyway.
well, for the future, if you receive a notification of the session, that means that it's scheduled, and that at least giving like the hint that I did not cancel. Because if I'm again, if I'm canceling something, I repeat it multiple times. I repeat the date, I schedule it for the following week, with people know that, so it's not going to it's regular stuff. And even if I'm, sometimes when we talk about things of what to do, this may not mean specifically that unless it comes from. Just to clarify that in the future. Okay. So I haven't seen it for a couple of weeks. The washer is fixed now. How is the roof overall? And there was what? It was raining a lot. Is anything all right based on the weather?
Um, yeah, it rained on Monday. I had planned on going to get like blood drawn on Monday because I just thought, well, that's what's being asked of me. I don't really have anything better that I could think of doing in this situation. So I wanted to go, but I got really sick. My throat still kind of hurts. I got really sick. It happened to be raining that day too, so I did not yet go. My throat hurts and like I have like I had to go to I had an issue. My mail, they had mailed me another week care appointment, and they had mailed it to me like the day before because I literally like I was asking my friend to check the mail, um, and I would give him my key, and he checked the mail like every day. Like he went downstairs, he got other letters from my mail, and it had literally come like the day before. So I missed like Wednesday I checked the mail, Thursday I didn't check the mail. The appointment came like the day before, and that stressed me the fuck out because I went down there and they told me I had missed the appointment anyway. So they rescheduled it for a telephone appointment on Friday, um, for like Social Security. I told them I think I'm not gonna get it. Maybe I'll appeal for it in the future because they told me I need to have like dates of if I was hospitalized, and I don't have the exact dates. I don't have like anything like that. I could maybe in the future like get an advocate or something to help me find this stuff because I don't think I could do this by myself, but I would have a hard time because I don't really trust people anymore. I don't really trust who I'm being referred to from anyone. You know, I try to keep things random, my interactions, and you know, it's I think this is like craziness what's going on, and it's affecting me maybe more harshly than the general environment of New York
What kind
City.
of what
But
kind of craziness are we talking about?
I told you that, and I mean like I have my friend also says this, like I'm not gonna pick up the phone, but he's my friend, I know he will. Like if you keep saying that it's FBI and it's that sort of issue, it's like a conspiracy issue. He still keeps picking up the phone. I don't know if you're gonna like, pass me along again. I don't trust the next person referenced either. It seems like the system's trying to break me. I know it's not me alone, but it's definitely affecting my life more harshly than other people's, that I know. But it's also, I'm pretty sure people that were maybe actually less capable as individuals than me, like they actually had like more serious, like physical disabilities or something like that. Like even my friend that stays with me, like they would probably like drown in this shit. Like they would just break them and they would probably just die, because it's really sort of overwhelming, and I don't expect any sympathy because it's it feels like literally like it feels like this. They say dog eats dog. That's what it feels like to me. Like it's a dog eats dog sort of.
Well, if we step out a little bit from all the other people in society, specifically you, when you're saying that you don't really trust references, how are you seeing finding the right people for yourself, or see those references if you avoid engaging with them?
I
Because it's a little bit black and
I
white-ish
try to
thinking,
avoid engaging
all
with
or none.
people entirely. I wish I could make like meet actual individuals that but I feel like again, like I feel like the FBI is trying to break me by keeping me sort of isolated from anyone that I could maybe convince that this is a real conspiracy. And my only hope is to like sort of go over the top and actually convince someone from within, to be my advocate, like a real lawyer or something like that, you know. And I don't know where you stand on this either because again, it's like, I mean, it's sort of easy to break somebody's will like this and overwhelm them, but if like you put yourself in my shoes, like if you really don't have like any other outs, like you would push full force, because I don't even like, I know that it's very sick to me that nobody wants to take forensic evidence, like to sample what I've retained as forensic evidence. There's always things going on with my phone and my internet. There's always things like that are blatantly like they're laughing at me, sort of things. Like a couple of days ago, I was trying to do shopping on the internet, and they've done this before too. And what makes it worse is I sort of like I've sort of got used to it, and I just ignore it now, like because I know they're on my internet. I've known it for so long. The only time it makes me mad anymore and I act out is when they're like stopping me. They're really like trying to aggravate me, and they're going at it from all sides. Like they're sort of using like that I'm sick and they'll do this or something like that to manipulate me, and it's very sick, or like that I actually needed like a food delivery or something. God knows what's in the food anyway. But the URL like is giving me like nonsense, like total nonsense, and all this stuff is like being explained to me. Like the when I don't know if I told you, I know I told Danielle that somebody was stealing our electricity for months and months and months. It was ridiculous. Then when the city built new meters, I don't know how it affected the situation, because I would think that the FBI could steal electricity even with the new meters, but it affected the situation positively. They stopped stealing that much electricity, and I don't know, like I was like running around like showing people, telling people, listen, this is impossible. Nobody wanted to look into it. Same thing with like my internet accounts or my phone. Like it's so blatantly ridiculous. It's like thugs that just outnumber you. It's not um anything that like they're not even engaging my intellect anymore, because they could just laugh at me and push me down, like whatever explanation they have. And sort of like the psychology that I'm getting is like, okay, so I don't like have a badge, I just have feelings, I can only imagine other people's feelings, they just you and everybody, it's sort of like, it's just you just come up with like a no explanation, just like a random like word list, and it's not even like, sometimes I could see like, oh, this is like how people say like police are bad because they're unfeeling. The same thing goes for everything else, it's like it makes no logical sense to me, because like you couldn't explain it to me logically, like what's going on with my internet, or why are these people stalking me, and I
Well,
know they are.
if we take those matters one by one, so specifically when you say that someone's stealing your electricity, what do you mean by that?
They were stealing my electricity, like my
Like
bill was.
how do you what that is what's the result of it? How do you see it? Is it that your bills are bigger?
Yeah, my bills were like almost impossible to pay, and it was, I went and I looked at the lamps and I calculated each object in my
Were
household,
you calling
about how
Con
long it
Edison?
runs.
Were you calling Con Edison to ask them to
I
compare
was.
the fix? Because what if
They
it
said there's
is
nothing we could do. They sent somebody to investigate the meters. They said the meter's fine. There's nothing wrong with the meter. It didn't really stop until they put new meters in. The city decided to put new Wi-Fi meters in, but I don't see like, maybe they just thought, this is embarrassing now, because like now I got people to sort of like go, well, how long are they gonna keep doing this? And it's they were doing it. Like how come then now you can't explain why my electricity bill went down? It's sort of like, I know also that they're poisoning me, because I know like I gained weight, right? And I'm not going to do excessive, like, because this is our system, then we're going to do excessive medical testing, which totally breaks a person apart emotionally, right? If I keep sticking my claim, yeah, they're poisoning me, my body's suffering, my hair is falling out, because I did try in vain to get somebody's attention, but all these people seem like giant pigs to me. Like they don't give a shit. They think the issue will resolve itself. They think
Luna?
that the FBI only does this to extreme bad people.
Factually, look, you and I were talking for a couple of years. You've been complaining now of poisoning for quite some time. If there would be a reason or a goal to poison somebody, it wouldn't last a long time. Poisonous chemicals, they happen to work on the body, then it just stops working. It's not a process of slow decomposition or something.
So
No.
I'm sure it
If there
affected
is
my
poisonous
longevity. They gave me varicose veins. I've gained a ton of weight. My friend grew breasts. Um, is my son gonna grow breasts too because of this? And it's
well,
like not funny.
varicose veins, it's something that is A, hereditary, B, is happening to people regard like it does not if your lifestyle affects varicose veins more than what you eat, and weight affects varicose veins more than
Exactly. But if I tell somebody that I know my body, like I know
but
what's going on,
how
they won't work with me because I'm not the one that's paying them for their
how does
efforts,
somebody
for their
is
investigative efforts. This is where the problem lies, is that I am being stalked. They are FBI, but I'm not the one that's paying them for their investigative efforts. If I get a
explain to
big enough
me,
group
Ilona?
on my side, mayhaps, there's other people that are going to drown in their own shit, because it's not really funny to,
Ilona,
isolate
this is not
somebody, to
legitimate.
humiliate
How can
somebody.
somebody be responsible for varicose veins? This is not
Because they're
something
putting
that
diamethylmethane in my food. I know what that is. It's, you could buy it at GMC, and it's like broccoli or something. I've taken it before, but I didn't take it for a prolonged period of time, and I know what it does. So now they're putting it in everything, you know?
But how do they put it in your all of the food, all of the varieties of food, and everything they choose?
Exactly. We're gonna lose me right now. Like with our conversation, we're gonna lose me now in the details of prove this legit to me. But the problem is that there's like an elephant in the room. They are
No,
stalking me.
Ilona,
How do I
you
prove
see,
something
you
to a
switching.
group
You
of people
cannot
that
give
are
me.
participating in the conspiracy?
You cannot give one specific answer about A, where you found out about what are the ingredients, and B, how in all of the
Oh,
varieties of
my
food,
feelings. Like,
how are
how
you so
come
sure?
my feelings,
How are you so sure that this is not right? Like, you never got it tested. The foods, I don't know where you buy it from. If the packages are sealed, how would that be there? You go to the stores, to the
This is
supermarkets,
the atrocious part, is that, like, people keep ignoring this, and it's not really funny. What if I did, like, catch like a big fish? Like, what if I did get like some
there is
real
a lot of
FBI
what
to
ifs and no
investigate this
factual
shit?
information. That's the main concern here. That
What
it's a
about
lot
the
of what
fact
if,
that my neighbors are
no factual
FBI?
information.
That's not factual enough, like they
Your
have
food?
microphones. Like my neighbors, they have microphones. They can easily, like, stalk them
What's wrong?
to
No,
their
what's
other
wrong with your neighbor?
personas that have mortgages, that have cars,
How are your
that don't
how
need
are
to
your
live here.
neighbors? How are your neighbors connected to your food and varicose veins and hair falling out?
How, like, where do these people get off? Like, what is the point of this? Like, what kind of scheme is this? You know?
I don't see that there is skin, but I see that you putting it all together so it looks like skin. Because you're talking random things. My
It could
neighbor,
be.
my
It's like
neighbor.
money laundering, and it's,
Do you know your neighbors? Do you know what they do? Do you actually talk to them?
I know enough to know better than to
That's not the
engage
answer.
with them.
See, there is a
I
lot of
can't engage
there
myself
is a lot of
emotionally.
generalization.
You'd have to admit, right, at some point, being that you had some sort of education, that everything is emotionally driven. It's either, out of primitive need, like id or something, or it's some sort of intellect. Well, I can't even, like engage myself with these people anymore, because it seems like a moot cause. Like, I've just got fucking thugged. Like, because I've tried before, and I know this. Like, I, what am I like a broken record? I'm gonna repeat this information, or what?
It's
This police just doesn't want to participate because it's not lucrative for them. If I find someone that's on my team, it'll be like, wowee. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Again, you're right. Like, the body does break down. People's
Ilona,
will
we gotta
breaks.
separate thoughts from facts. It's the same, you see, tendency that I see, that sometimes you wish for something and you make it happen. Same as it happened with my vacation.
I didn't wish for any of this.
It's impossible for me to be on vacation if I'm not mentioning that I'm going away. If I'm not planning it and if I'm working as regular. I think what we're talking about is that sometimes you want to believe into something. You're making this your reality, and that's the issue that can be addressed, but it's difficult to observe it because you're talking about general things. They're coming on like a big deal, and when I'm asking more specific questions, you avoid answering them because there's no evidence to that. It's just when you're believing in something for months and months.
I mean, why are you so focused on this one thing? I told you it could have been a miscommunication, but I remember you saying this. Should I, in like, should I be
there's no way for us to
distrustful
check it
towards
now.
what you
because
say
it's
as
been
well.
2 weeks.
Sometimes I feel this way actually, as far as other
There's
people are concerned as well. You know, I try to keep like recordings of people that I engage with for this very
yeah,
reason.
but there is no way for us to check this. And even if it's miscommunication, how do you think that would happen? That you still, in the specific case, receive your, you have a 24-hour notification on the phone that was sent about their reminder. Why would then there be a reminder? And even though you say you made your plans to fix the
Because I
question,
thought maybe
sure.
you changed your mind.
No, but you called the clinic on the day of the session saying that you cannot attend. That doesn't look good.
I cannot. I
If you
couldn't
know,
attend because I
if
really
you
made
know
plans
it,
to
you
change
do
my
it in
washroom.
advance. If you know it, you do it in advance. People have their own appointments. That's fine. They know it ahead of time and they call in advance. You call on the day saying, "Oh, I thought that she's late." This is not how it works. It's simply not. It never was, and it's not how it works. And I'm not going to let it slide. It's just something that I'm observing. That you're saying things that you believe in and making them your reality. And there is nothing I can do here because this is your reality. That's what you believe in, sure. But it's not it. You can believe in dinosaurs right now. I'm not going to fight it.
Well, actually, dinosaurs were real. There's scientific evidence. There's fossils of
Sure,
dinosaurs.
but they're not outside right now. They're not outside right now.
Yeah, but people are.
What people? Who are we talking about specifically?
I don't know. I specifically don't want to engage with them.
If your Con Ed bill is working, did you try to call them?
My Con Ed bill is working now, but it wasn't working before, and I hope every day it gets brighter like this because, like, I was watching this morning. There was like a JD Vance was doing like a meeting about like anti-fraud action and stuff, and a lot of it was like some scary shit because I don't know how it's gonna play out, but it says to me that they see this is happening, you know, that
How are we moving towards JD Vance if I'm trying to just find out what you did?
I don't know what to talk to you about. I don't know what you want to hear from me. Like I don't know.
There's nothing I want to hear. Honestly, there's nothing I want to hear because the conversation goes all the ways that it's not linear, it's not direct, it's not answering one particular reason, and kind of I hear that everything is all together. Kind of makes me, I'm also lost.
Sometimes I sit there and I look at you and I think, oh my god, like, are you high? Because I'm not high. Are you high? Is
Sure.
that why,
No,
like, you keep pushing?
Defensive strategies is good when you don't want to answer something. You can say things. You can say it. You can say whatever you want to say. You can say that I'm on vacation. You can say that I'm high. You can say whatever you feel. But
No, I'm sure you're stressed out too. Like, I'm 100% sure that you're stressed out. But the thing is that I'm not the FBI agent, you know?
I'm not stressing. I'm drinking my tea. I'm putting in on my documentation. I'm not stressed at all. It's my regular Wednesday morning. But please call the clinic and tell them that I'm FBI. You think that I'm high. I would love for you to call my clinic and say that. Seriously, do it.
Was this clinic is like an armed force against what?
Sure.
Because you know it's funny stuff because I happen to think this new agenda that they had going with the FBI, they would just employ all sorts of ne'er do wells, you know, as long as they fit in, you know. But people that want to do something right, they would like, or just got caught up in their bullshit. They would try to stomp on them and thug on them.
No, when you want to call them, you got the number and you call them. I highly recommend to call them right now and say everything you just told me. It's a great defense strategy. I wish for you to just use it. Do it. Seriously.
How is that defense strategy? I don't know. I don't understand like what happened that, you know, like who dug their hole so deep that they couldn't just pacify me with oops, my bad, you're right, you know, you're having a civil rights issue, you know, because supposedly the FBI credence is to support civil rights, privacy being, you know, a civil right. What happened with that, you know? And I keep trying to be nice about it, but you know, seriously, I do have cans of soup that I did not produce, and I am 100% sure there's abortion pills in them, you know?
I cannot know it unless you check it. You can have a whole lot of theories unless there is a fact.
Where would I check it? And another thing is, like,
I guess that's where we fall short. If you're not refusing to take any tests,
I'm not refusing to
About
take
what?
tests. I just told you I was sick. I need to take the test, but now I have another appointment on Friday, which I'm not going to make it to both the doctors and this appointment at the same time. So I'll try to take this test after, you know?
Simple blood work that is required. You have the right to go and get your yearly check-ins with the doctor. It's the preventative visit just to health check. If there is nothing in your blood, I think it's a little bit sabotaging because when you will see that there is nothing, this theory you no longer can push it. That's where we
Yes,
bullshit
but there's
because
something in this can which makes it so much worse, you know?
I don't think that there's anything to talk about unless there is something solid. Theories can be theories. There is nothing solid. There is nothing to talk.
I feel like I have enough evidence also to to present to this. I saw like an ad on the internet for a lawyer that, and I was like, whoa, my day has come. They're finally addressing these issues. They know it's a real thing, but I don't know if this person, again, like a lot of people, they want to service something that's comfortable for them to service, like somebody that has the money to pay them upfront for their case. A and B also somebody maybe a little less evidence of FBI corruption, because I saw it was like an advertisement for, are you being stalked by the FBI? And they had like a little checklist, like a bullet checklist of things that are presentable as evidence. Every single point on that I had, but they never gave me a call back. I left them a message and I left them an email. Maybe I'll try to go down to the office to see if anybody will speak to me. Um, Again, also when I went to, like, the Jacob Javits like uh, building, there was an officer. He talked to me, but I don't know, like, I don't know how this will work. What I do know is that, like, if it wouldn't require much work for someone to make a presentable case. It's just it affects so many people because I'm right. I'm not lying. It is all these people that are stalking me, that people just don't want to roll their sleeves up, and it's very fucking scary. You can't imagine how fucking scared I am and how paranoid I am, and this is some fucking horrible bullshit, and I'm trying to put on a brave face, but like my life is going down the drain. It's like years and years of not living well and not, and trying, but this is not, um it what you were saying before, and it does shorten my lifespan. You know what else will shorten my lifespan? If I end up eating garbage pills so I can um manage to communicate with people that I think are being fucking evil, that does it they come with a whole long list of side effects. So I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know, what the fuck do I do? Because I don't even know what the fuck to do. And apparently, like, to everyone, it's sort of sad to me. It's like sometimes I have a little bit of hope. Oh, my friend is gonna help me. But usually every morning I wake up thinking, wow, this douche, he's still taking their money, and it's still like, you know this matters more. This security in this group matters more to them than it does to, like, help me as an individual. Either that, or they're planning some big got you, big backfired sort of situation. In which case, you know what? I can't say I'm gonna be super upset either, because I feel like, I don't know. I guess we're just conversating, but like I said before, I'm not gonna repeat myself because you said it makes you uncomfortable, but I have my own beliefs.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good moment also for us to put a pin on it and to that next week. I hope you'll feel better and be able to follow up with the approaches that you had scheduled and talk next week.
Okay,
Thank you.
take care.